I was in the room when a rogue protester verbally assaulted King Charles. Exclusive, I was in the room when Australian Senator Lidia Thrope savaged King Charles, branding him not my king. King Charles had just sat down on stage after delivering his landmark speech when the protester suddenly started yelling. As one of the reporters in the gallery, I had also turned to take my seat before hearing the outburst below. I quickly scrambled back to my feet and leaned over the balcony to get a better look at the woman hurling abuse at the 75-year-old monarch. Recording the protester from my phone, I watched as she calmly and deliberately made her way down the aisle towards the stage, where the king, queen, and other officials were seated. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Wearing a long possum skin coat, she yelled, "This is not your land, this is not your land, you are not my king, you are not our king." Security guards made a beeline for her and slowly but directed her towards the exit. They didn't forcibly remove her, but as they enveloped her to usher her away, she became increasingly animated, shouting, "You destroyed our land, give us a treaty, we want a treaty with this country. This is not your land, this is not your land, you are not my king, you are not our king." It took almost a minute for security to remove the lone protester. As she was being moved back into the foyer, she shouted, "Fuck the colonies." While it all unfolded, the 100-odd guests stood in stunned silence. It wasn't until I looked back at separate video footage that I noticed the king remained completely calm during the outburst, turning to quietly speak to Prime Minister Anthony Albanese sat beside him. After the protester had been evicted, those in the press gallery turned with raised eyebrows and shock at what had just happened, all aware that this one person was about to overshadow the King and Queen's trip to Canberra, and dominate the news agenda. Asking how the woman had been allowed to enter so brazenly into the Great Hall, it quickly emerged that she had in fact been a senator and was invited to the reception. The lone protester was Lidia Thrope, an Indigenous Australian known locally for her publicity stunts as an outspoken advocate for Indigenous sovereignty. In a statement after the protest, she said she was attempting to hand the king a notice of complicity in Aboriginal genocide according to the Statute of the International Criminal Court 1998. About a minute after Ms. Thrope's eviction from the hall, the king and queen and other officials left. They moved outside to meet members of the public before being whisked off to their next engagements. King Charles and Queen Camilla's royal first Christmas plans at home. Like it or not, Christmas is creeping up on us, and nobody is more aware of the impending festive season than King Charles and Queen Camilla. A statement from the Royal Collection Trust's press office shared details of the royal family's Christmas plans, including an exciting royal first. The statement revealed that Windsor Castle and the Palace of Holyrood House will be decorated with magnificent Christmas displays, while Buckingham Palace will be offering exclusive tours during the festive period. In an exciting addition, for the first time, miniature decorations will be added to the tiny rooms of Queen Mary's doll's house at Windsor Castle, in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the largest and most famous doll's house in the world. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. As is traditional at the family's Berkshire home, the highlight of this year's Christmas decorations will be a towering 20-foot-high Nordman fir tree in St. George's Hall at Windsor Castle, grown nearby in Windsor Great Park and illuminated with thousands of lights. Another twinkling Christmas tree will be found in the Crimson Drawing Room, one of the most elaborate rooms in Windsor Castle. The impressive room is still used by members of the royal family today for entertaining, and is open to visitors over the winter months. The majestic St. George's tree will be replicated in the doll's house decor, with a scaled-down Christmas tree in the mini hall as well as a garland decorating the staircase. The new decorations, including tiny gilded wood tree ornaments and designs inspired by 1920s embroidery and fringing, will be the final stage in the year-long celebrations marking the centenary of the Doll's House, a 1/12 scale replica of an Edwardian residence given to Queen Mary as a gift from the nation following the First World War. In the castle grounds, festive wreaths and foliage will adorn gates and lampposts, while inside, garlands on the grand staircase will greet visitors at the entrance to the state apartments. The family's Edinburgh home will be dressed equally beautifully, with 2 majestic 12-foot-high Christmas trees and a mantle garland in the wood-panelled throne room. A glistening 15-foot-high Nordmann fir tree and 2 decorated mantelpieces will create a festive atmosphere in the Great Gallery. Outside, festive wreaths will greet visitors at the palace's main entrance and front gates. The central lamppost will be decorated with long garlands. The royals normally spend Christmas at Sandringham, which is not open to the public during the festive period, but we bet they decorate their private home just as spectacularly. King Charles steps out just days before embarking on royal tour as Queen Camilla stays home. King Charles has stepped out just days before embarking on a royal tour, while Queen Camilla decided to stay home. The King, 75, attended a reception for international business leaders to showcase the UK as a destination for investment, following the government's International Investment Summit. The reception, hosted by the government on Monday, marked the conclusion of the International Investment Summit that took place earlier in the day. The summit brought together high-profile investors, business representatives and leaders for a program of speeches and discussions designed to increase investment and growth. On arrival at St. Paul's, the King, accompanied by Prime Minister Keir Starmer, met with guests from industries including technology, energy and the performing arts, who reflected the range of investment opportunities across the UK. Sir Elton John, a close friend of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, is expected to perform at the reception this evening. The singer performed at the Sussex's wedding reception at St. George's Hall in Windsor Castle back in 2018. He was also a close friend of Princess Diana, and released A Candle in the Wind after her death. Queen Camilla, 77, did not attend tonight's reception at St. Paul's Cathedral. This comes just a few days before the King and Queen are expected to fly to Australia to start their royal tour. The tour will include a royal visit to Australia, a state visit to Samoa and attendance at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, CHOGM, 2024. King Charles hit with petty insults from Australia just days before royal tour. Monarchists in Australia have accused state premiers of insulting King Charles and Queen Camilla after they declined to attend a welcome reception for the pair. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.